Good morning everyone, today we're going to be talking about my predictions for the NGS headline. However, SEGA sort of self-leaked the information ahead of time on their official website, so we kind of already know what is coming with the NGS headline. But before we jump into all of that, if you're new to the channel, I upload NGS content daily, so if you do play this game, I would really appreciate a subscribe as it really helps out the channel. Anyway, without further ado, let's begin the video. So the first thing I want to go over is the NGS headline is going to be happening on September 5th, 5 AM PDT, so that is literally in 4 days at the time of this recording. So normally we'd be able to find out some information in the description below, but I think SEGA kind of caught on to that, and they kind of gave very vague descriptions over here. As you can see over here, Hiro Arai, the official navigator of NGS, will be updating players around the world about current operations, future updates, interesting campaigns, and other related topics. Extremely vague over here, we don't know exactly what's going on. Usually they're pretty specific on what exactly is being shown. In the next paragraph they say over here, this time we've got update info and videos showing what's ahead for PSO2 New Genesis version 2 in September of 2023, including our collaborations with Oshinoko, plus info on another upcoming collab, and you can get your answers to your comments and questions in the Operation Report segment. So as you can see over here, this time they didn't really give any specifics at all, other than of course we are getting the Oshinoko collaboration, and that we'll also get a teaser of the next collaboration coming up. So the next thing I want to go over is going to be, of course, the roadmap, because it kind of gives us some information already. So we are going to be rolling into the month of September, so that means we will be getting the Autumn 2023 event. As we can see, the anime broadcast for 2023, this is literally the Oshinoko. So that means the next collaboration we're getting is going to be based off a sci-fi anime. So that could literally be anything. It could be cyberpunk, it could be Gundam. I'm really hoping that it's something to do with some casts and some, robots or something along those lines, because we really need a lot more cast parts. So I definitely like to see a collaboration with some sort of Gundam anime so that we get more cast parts. But now to talk about SEGA self-leaking all the information. Now they didn't leak everything, however they did talk about the September 2023 update information, and the main thing that they talk about is the Autumn event as well as a new AC scratch. So if we scroll down over here, we can see on September 6th we are getting the limited time event Autumn 2023. So this is the seasonal event, so that literally means right after this coming maintenance we are immediately going to be thrown into a seasonal event. There is no 1 week of downtime or anything, so that is very nice to see. So it's pretty much a rehash of last year's Autumn event, because as you can see, the Rappies look exactly the same. They've got the little dongos. Now Zatir is wearing a different outfit over here. She has the happy coat, so I'm really hoping that this is going to become an obtainable outfit. I'm pretty sure it will be obtainable, maybe in an AC scratch though. I don't know if they're going to give it out for free, but nevertheless it is a really awesome looking outerwear, so I would definitely like it. I also like the innerwear as well. It's also really casual streetwear-ish looking, so that has definitely piqued my interest. The next thing that we need to talk about is of course the new seasonal weapons, because we actually get information on the stats of the seasonal weapons. Now they are pretty much the Sanquian weapons but recolored. As you can see, it's like blue and yellow instead of the Sanquian weapons, which was like purplish. And they even calling it like the Al-Sanq weapons, so it's pretty much Sanquian weapon, they just added an AL at the top. But the nice thing about these weapons is they are going to be enhancement level 60, potential level 6, and it also comes with the seasonal augment of course, and you can enhance it to level 70, so it's already limit broken even though it's at enhancement level 60. So this is definitely going to help you get into Lecial exploration if you don't have the battle power yet, because it actually gives you quite a lot of free stats. As you can see here, it gives you Irati Soul 4, Alt Secreta 4, Mastery 4. It gives you the seasonal augment as well. This time the seasonal augment is kind of busted. It gives you 20% potency, 35% critical hit rate, as well as 30% damage resistance. That's actually 10% more potency than the last seasonal event, as well as 10% more crit rate. So it is really strong. However, remember that this augment only applies to seasonal enemies. The most important factor over here is going to be, are the mobs in Lecial exploration going to be turned into seasonal enemies or not? That is the biggest question. If they are turned into seasonal enemies, this weapon is going to be absolutely bonkers. It's just going to be so good in Lecial exploration. Personally, I don't really think they're gonna make LaCiel Exploration all seasonal enemies because people would be really overpowered if they had this augment, plus you had all of the different modifiers that you can get in LaCiel Exploration, and you would be absolutely broken. You would be so powerful. But if they do that, I can see a lot of players really enjoying LaCiel Exploration because regardless of what happens, you know, that 30% damage reduction, that 35% crit rate, that insane potency boost from just one augment alone. Remember, you still have like another 5 augment slots, plus you have its weapon potential, so you can actually end up with a metric butt ton of potency, and it would be really fun if they did that. Personally, again, I don't think they're gonna do it, but you know, fingers crossed, maybe they will. The next thing they leaked is the limited time quest drill Unidentified Region A32. We did have this before. I don't think it was called A32 before though. I think it was like A28 or something. But nevertheless, it looks the same. It's basically going to be a floating platform. You go up there with 8 people, I believe, and then you just go off and you slaughter everything and you kill all the enemies. You get as many points as you can, and there's going to be a ranking system / scoreboard for every single run, and if you get first place, you just get a little bit more seasonal points versus everyone else. But to be honest, I think it's only like a couple hundred or 1,000 seasonal points more, so it's not that big of a deal. Honestly, you can just play normally and you're gonna be fine. The only downside on this again is gonna be the AFKers. If there are any AFKers for this, again, just report them and just be gone with it. You know, you don't need to worry about it too much. When they AFK multiple times, they're going to be mass reported and eventually they will be banned. Now, on top of that, we are getting an Autumn 2023 special scratch, so we are probably going to be able to obtain these tickets by spamming the limited time quest, so that's probably the main reason why you want to spam these. They might also drop the Octo Armor Sheza, since we haven't had the opportunity to farm for that armor yet, but nevertheless, this scratch itself is pretty interesting because of a specific weapon type, and that is this one, the steampunk one. And the reason why this weapon camo piques my interest is because, as you can see over here, Kagarisu, as well as Ninja Cheeto, actually posted these pictures over here of what these weapons looked like in the base game. These were JP exclusive weapons. They were not available on the global server back when we only had base PSO2, but as you can see, the launcher is just a freaking train. But more importantly, you can see the gun blade looks like a freaking chainsaw. It's really cool. This weapon camo just looks super clean. Now, the TMGs of the steampunk series actually look super clean, as we can see here on Ninja Cheeto's video. I will leave Ninja Cheeto's video in the description below. I highly recommend you guys to check him out because he covers a lot of the JP exclusive things, since they are a collector and they pretty much have everything to showcase. But as you can see, these TMGs look really good. I will also leave Kagarisu's Twitter in the description below if you want to check them out as well. But nevertheless, I am looking forward to this scratch over here simply because there are some nice looking weapon camos. I just hope that the weapon camos aren't like stupidly difficult to get. Yeah, hopefully they aren't too bad. I do want to see this katana. This katana does look pretty badass. And as usual, of course, we are getting more ARX records. It is going to be a field race in Drayson Plant. Again, it has to be done solo, so you can just do that next week. But the main thing that I'm pretty happy about is going to be the new AC Scratch Moonlight Sanctuary 2023. So they've added some new outfits over here. We've got some sexy Japanese inspired outfits, so that is this one over here. We've got some maid dresses. This is like a Japanese style maid dress. Pretty cool. I like these type of fusion outfits. But the main thing that I want are these Haori coats. These Haori coats look so good. Look at that, that's so beautiful. But what's even crazier are these Rappy ones. Look, it's a freaking Rappy themed Haori coat. This looks so good, and I'm praying to God these look like they're outerwears. They better be outerwears, because I do need this for my new 2024 look. I'll show you guys my 2024 look when I manage to get these, and hopefully it looks good on it. But I've been working really hard on my new look, and I've shown it to a couple people and they all seem to really like it, but it's just missing that outerwear, you know? It just needs the really good outerwear to have that more Japanese feel to it. So hopefully these Haoris are gonna be able to fill in that gap. The only thing I'm worried about is I don't see the front of the Haori, so I don't know what the design is in the front, but from the back they look freaking amazing. And last but not least, we also have the motion glides as well as the motion dash where it's on the paper plane. That's pretty funny.
Special thanks to all the members for supporting the channel. It really means a lot to me. Thank you again.
But yeah, that's all I wanted to cover in today's video. Hopefully you guys found it helpful. If you did, I would appreciate a like and a subscribe, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye!